Let's be real, you probably see me in a few interesting places, but what if I told you there's a place where you can actually meet fun, flirty people live anytime you want? No more waiting, no awkward.
Just another day in the life of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Lately, things have been going my way. I got the girl, and New York finally likes me. Not that there aren't problems. Like this new guy, Eddie Brock at the Daily Bugle. He's really starting to get on my nerves. And Harry, my best friend, won't talk to me. On top of that, new gangs have moved in and they're dividing up the city. Still, it's nothing I can't handle. One weird thing, there haven't been any big supervillains around since Doc Ock. But I have this bad feeling like the sky is gonna fall or something. And soon.
Stop it! I'm gonna get sick! Woohoo! Woo! Stop it! I'm gonna get sick! Woohoo! Woo! Stop it! I'm gonna get sick! Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! Stop it! I'm gonna get sick! Woo! Come on in, Spider-Man.
Harry, what are you doing?
Something I should have done long ago. Kill the man who murdered my father.
I've got to pull the glider away from those cars.
Ah, now you get to see my new toys.
Toys? I don't like the sound of that. Harry, stop! We can talk about this!
There's nothing to talk about.
weird sense of humor the apocalypse got, torching government buildings because of all the hot air in there.
You don't exactly have an honest face, but I can't take the chance of not believing you. Hot air is the best they could come up with? They should really leave the funny stuff to professionals like me.
Thought you were supposed to be all funny, Spider-Man. You know what's funny? The rest of my boys mugging rich people, 'cause it's like stealing their lunch money.
This one hits a little close to home. I know all about getting your lunch money stolen.
I can't thank you enough, Spider-Man. I know it's not your usual thing, but the apocalypse are destroying a statue not far away.
Don't worry, Spider-Man's on the job. You can't just go around defacing statues. That's what we have pigeons for.
Don't you get it, Spider-Man? We Apocalypse are the good guys. We're taking jewelry from the rich, and the money's gonna help the poor. Like Robin Hood.
Call me suspicious, but I doubt they're paying much attention to the give to the poor part of this whole Robin Hood thing.
I'm grateful, Spidey, but I don't think your work is done. I heard the Apocalypse are setting off laughing gas canisters.
No problem. People don't need gas for a good laugh. They can just read Jameson's latest editorial in the Bugle.
The whole city should be saying thanks, Spider-Man. Those apocalypse punks are no laughing matter.
Oh, I'm sure you'd do the same for me, assuming you had freaky spider powers.
Great, stronger uppercuts. How did Santa know?
All units, be advised, Dragon Tail assassins are on the street and closing in on their target. Intercept before they carry out their mission.
You know, you at least gotta give it up to the Apocalypse for being ambitious. They ripped off some files that got all the personal info and whatnot on city officials.
You read my mind. I was hoping for one of those today.
It's a big comfort knowing we can depend on you, Spider-Man. We just got a report of those apocalypse punks destroying a statue. It's not that far away, but you can get there a lot quicker than we can.
You asked the right superhero. You can't just go around defacing statues. That's what we have pigeons for.
joke, spider dork. We just pulled off the crime of the century, stealing a shipment of delicious fruit pies.
Without delicious fruit pies, what will I distract supervillains with?
Thanks for the help, Spider-Man. I know this might seem pretty minor to you, but those apocalypse punks are mugging wealthy people and making cracks about stealing their lunch money.
That's just the kind of thing I'm here for. This one hits a little close to home. I know all about getting your lunch money stolen.
Thanks, Spidey, but I'm not the only one who needs help. The apocalypse has set the government buildings on fire. They said no one would notice the extra hot air.
You can handle that. Hot air is the best they could come up with? They should really leave the funny stuff to professionals like me.
You ruined our hot time tonight, Spider-Man. But there's always next time.
What, you have to make it worse by being rude?
I don't know where they got it, but those apocalypse punks are setting off some laughing gas, yo.
You don't exactly have an honest face, but I can't take the chance of not believing you. People don't need gas for a good laugh. They can just read Jameson's latest editorial in the Bugle.
What would the Big Apple do without you, Spidey? Especially those cops from the mayor's security detail. They could sure use some help against the Apocalypse gang members who are attacking them.
I can handle that. Hope the police will be grateful enough to get me out of that ticket for double parking my scooter.
Great job as always, Spidey. Hey, did you hear about the Robin Hood scam the Apocalypse are pulling? They're mugging people for jewelry, saying they're going to use the money to help the poor.
Don't worry, Spider-Man's on the job. Call me suspicious, but I doubt they're paying much attention to the give to the poor part of this whole Robin Hood thing.
I know you're not political, Spider-Man, but the Apocalypse Gang kidnapped a city council member because they want to have a private debate. Can you help?
I'm happy to help with anything you've got. These guys are dumb like a box of hammers. How do they plan to debate a politician if they didn't steal a teleprompter?
I knew I could count on you to rescue me, Spidey. You've got my vote for mayor next time.
You bet.
Calling all units in the area, 1051 in progress. Apocalypse gang members are on the loose, stealing from wealthy pedestrians.
Waste Tribe is running wild, Spidey. If they grab you, you in their gang whether you want to be or not.
You don't exactly have an honest face, but I can't take the chance of not believing you.
I am just one person, Spider-Man. But there is a vast tribe that you will never stop, especially now that we've taken explosives from that construction site.
I'll be fine, Spidey, thanks. But people have been hurt by car bombs and they need help.
No problem. I left my jaws of life at home, so it looks like I'll be doing this the old-fashioned way.
be fine, Spidey, thanks. You know, I keep hearing rumors of the Waste Tribe planning a riot over at ESU. If you can find some evidence, you might be able to stop it.
That's just the kind of thing I'm here for. Why does it have to be a riot? How about a nice peaceful sit-in?
Couldn't have done it without you, Spidey. But now there's a report of the Waste Tribe stealing a crate of meteorites from the museum. Can you help out?
Consider it handled. Somebody needs to tell these guys it's a museum, not a library. They're not allowed to borrow anything.
Whew, thanks for coming through, Spider-Man. I can't begin to guess why they wanted meteorites in the first place.
Glad I could help.
Yes, I'm understanding. But how am I to deliver the delicious fruit pies when the trunk battery is flat? It cannot be done.
The H-bombers are on the run after going up against the Popo in a turf war.
I'd ask what's in this for you, but I don't really want to hear the answer. Okay, they got away from the cops. Getting away from me? Not so easy.
Fine, take me to jail. But I won't stay there long when the H-bombers make energy weapons out of the power converters we stole.
Thanks for keeping me safe, Spider-Man. But if you want to keep everybody safe, you need to rescue the weapons researcher the H-bombers kidnapped.
Don't worry. Spider-Man's on the job. What's with all the kidnapping? They couldn't just ask to borrow a scientist?
Wish I could tell you everything was okay, Spidey. But I just heard the H-bombers stole an industrial prototype. Somebody has to get it back.
I'll take care of it. If this is industrial espionage, maybe I'll finally get my chance to say, man, Spider-Man.
We really owe you one for getting this prototype back into the proper hands, Spider-Man.
Just doing my job.
Apocalypse gang members are ripping off the rich folks, calling it stealing their lunch money. Ain't right, but it is kind of funny.
Okay, I'll go check it out. This one hits a little close to home. I know all about getting your lunch money stolen.
Thanks, Spidey, but I'm not the only one who needs help. The Apocalypse have set the government buildings on fire. They said no one would notice the extra hot air.
You can handle that. Hot air is the best they could come up with? They should really leave the funny stuff to professionals like me.
Don't you get it, Spider-Man? We Apocalypse are the good guys. We're taking jewelry from the rich, and the money's gonna help the poor. Like Robin Hood.
I appreciate the help, Spider-Man. But did you hear about the Apocalypse gang stealing the shipment of guitars?
I'm on it. Assault with a deadly weapon is nothing new, but assault with a musical weapon?
I knew we could count on you, Spidey. Nobody was safe with those punks in the streets.
Oh, I'm sure you'd do the same for me, assuming you had freaky spider powers.
units? You're not going to believe this one, but the Waste Tribe has kidnapped the Psychic because they want to know the future. Let's make sure the future includes the Psychic getting rescued.
Spider-Man just swung by. No, I'm serious. Crap. Wish I could have gotten a few pictures of him.